Have you ever dreamed of a school that's green and caring? Let's join two friends, Asha and Mohit, and see what they discover. One day, Asha asked Mohit, "Do you like going to school?" Mohit replied, "I love school. It's my happy place with friends, games, and new things to learn." Asha agreed, but she wanted her school to be even better. She wanted it to become a green school. So, what is a green school? Mohit was curious too. Asha explained that a green school is where students and teachers work together to manage waste properly, save water, use electricity carefully, plant and care for trees. Their classmates loved the idea. So, their teacher suggested they start by exploring their own school. So, to figure out what needed to be done, the students became investigators. They formed 5 fantastic school explorer teams, each with a special checklist of things to observe. Let's see exactly what each team asked and what they found out. First up, the electricity savers. Their mission was to see how the school was using energy. They started with a simple question: are lights and fans turned off if not needed? What they discovered was that, quite often, they were left on. Next, they looked around and asked, do classrooms use sunlight during the day? They found that sunlight was being used, but only partially. There was a lot more potential. Finally, they wondered which parts of the school feel hottest or coolest. After checking different areas, they concluded that the classrooms were definitely the hottest, and the shaded corridors were the coolest. Next, let's see what the Green Guardians found when they explored the school's natural spaces. Their first question was, are there trees or plants? The good news was yes, some were already present. So, who takes care of them? They learned that both students and staff help out. Then they looked for new opportunities, asking, where can more trees be planted? They identified some great spots around the playgrounds and along the school boundaries. They also observed the local wildlife, asking, do birds or butterflies visit? And happily, the answer was yes, they do visit occasionally. Lastly, they checked for an important green tool. Is there a compost bin in the school? Yes. They found one was available. The water watchers had a very important job to check on the school's water usage. They began their search by asking, are there any leaking taps? Unfortunately, the answer was yes. They found leaking taps that often go unnoticed. This led to their next question: is water being wasted? And again, they saw that yes, water was frequently being wasted. They also checked on water safety, asking, are the water tanks clean and covered? On this point, the school did well. The tanks were clean and properly covered. But then they found another problem when they asked, are there wet spots where mosquitoes could breed? They found that yes, there were damp areas near stagnant water, which could be a health risk. Now for the waste warriors, who tackled the topic of trash. They started with the basics: is there litter around the school? The answer was a definite yes. They found plastic and paper litter. So, they looked closer, asking, what kind of litter is it? It was mostly things like snack wrappers and food waste. Next, they questioned, are enough dustbins available? They found that the number of dustbins was sufficient. This made them wonder, do students use the bins properly? Their observation was that proper use was inconsistent. Sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't. And finally, they checked for sorting. Are there separate bins for food and other waste? They found that this was rarely implemented. Last but not least, the traffic trackers went to the school gate to observe safety. They asked, What happens at the school gate during arrival and departure? They saw that chaotic crowding occurs every day. They also looked for safety features. Is there a pedestrian crossing? Yes, a crossing was present. And finally, they checked on vehicle safety. Do vehicles speed near the school? Thankfully, they found that this rarely happens. What did they learn? After exploring, the teams discussed their findings. They were surprised by how much litter was around, concerned about the amount of water being wasted, proud of the trees and plants their school already had. This reminds us of the Swachh Bharat Swachh Vidyalaya mission, which ensures every child has a clean and safe school. Just like Molenong in Meghalaya, which is known as Asia's cleanest village. Let's learn waste management. A happy school is a clean school. We can start by reducing what we use and reusing things. For the waste that's left, like food peels and paper, we should separate it. It's simple. Use a green bin for wet waste and a blue bin for dry waste. This helps sanitation workers and recyclers keep our environment clean. Let's learn how to segregate this waste into dry waste and wet waste. Wastes like banana peel and leftover food goes under wet waste. And wastes like paper, empty water bottle goes under dry waste. Let us be cool. Ever notice some spots are cooler than others? That's because of shade and sunlight. Trees that give shade and classrooms with windows where the breeze can come in can make a difference. A white roof can also make the roof cool because it reflects the sun's heat. On the other hand, a black surface absorbs heat. Dripping water. Water is precious. A single dripping tap can waste a lot of water over time. By fixing leaks, we can save thousands of liters. That's the spirit of the Jal Shakti Abhiyan. A campaign to protect our water. Greenery around us. Trees make our school beautiful and healthy. They give us shade, clean the air, and provide homes for birds and insects. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on EduRev to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all. You also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 5. Thank you.